Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. I am here with an FGO video and I will be showing all the servants that I got up until today. I usually do this every year. Like every year I do one of these videos where I kind of show my servants that I got and talk about the servants that I got this year and the other servants that I've gotten way before and give a little background on them. That's what I do. And yeah, so we're almost at the end of this year and there's no more banners left for this year. Next banner that's coming out, as Ramasa's banner, will be on January. So I was like, yeah, perfect timing, let me make this video. So that's why I'm here. As you can see, I am ready with my account. Let's go to the Spirit Origin list, and I've arranged it in a manner where only the servants can be seen, I think, yeah. And I have also made this in ascending order, yeah, small to early to latest. That's what I did. So as you can see, this is the sequence in which I got the different servants. I'm going to talk about them and give a little background, and then little by little we're going to go to the current year, which is 2022, and I'm going to show all the servants that I got in this year as well. So let's get started then. All right, obviously the first character everyone has her. It's impossible to not to get her, which is Mashkirialite. And yeah, so she is a default given character. Obviously when we got her, she was, I think, 3 stars. She was 3 star, wasn't she? And then little by little she her bond increased, the ascension increased, and now she is a 4-star servant. I wonder if in the future she will ever become a 5-star servant. Like I've heard some people talking about this and being like, oh, maybe in the end she'll become like a 5-star character or something. Who knows? That'll be kind of cool and interesting, but that's for later on, I guess. I'm not really sure. But either way, yeah, and we've gotten quite a few costumes as well. I think Mash got like the maximum number of costumes, like 2 or 3 costumes at the same time. So there you go. So there is Mashkirialite. All right, the second character that I got, probably in the what's it called? The summoning banner, the first starter banner, that you usually get, is Jinke. Now here's one thing you should realize here. As you can see, since this is sequentially arranged, you can probably see a lack of my starter 5-star character who I should have gotten, because the first 4-star character, the first 4-star character you can see here is Nero. Why is that the case? Because I burned him. Chevalier Dion, he was the first 4-star character I got, and I don't know what the hell I thought. I burned him. Obviously I was new to the game. I never knew what I did. I'm not really sure. I got him, and I don't know, I saw got those rare prisms by burning 4-star characters or something. I don't know. I had some kind of a weird idea that let me get one of those prisms, and I just burned him, and then I realized way later on what mistake I made. But I got him later on. He kind of spooked me on one of the other banners, so it's fine. That's why there's like a lack of 4-star character within the first banner, you can see. Anyways, Jinke, obviously everyone has her, I'm pretty sure. She is a character who is an F2P character. Anyone can get her. And I actually used, this was my initial team comprised of Jinke, Ushiwaka, Nero, and Medusa, I think. I included Nero and Medusa because obviously I knew both of them from the Fate franchise. That's why I included both of them. And Jinke and Ushiwaka, I never used Mata Hari as far as I can remember, And later on I started using Urail. So anyways, Jinke, I got her in the first banner. Mata Hari as well, as you can see, the first banner I got her. I've from that point onwards I've ascended her, max ascension. Ushiwaka, yeah, she was my character who I used a lot up until the first few singularities. I continuously used her unless and until I got a better servant with 4-star or 5-star like a rider. Until I got any rider like that, I kept using Ushiwaka. Now my first 4-star character, Nero, obviously Nero Claudius, her banner was ongoing at that time, and I was so glad that I got her. And Nero has saved me so much, you know. Unless and until I got Miyamoto Musashi, Nero was my staple saber that I used. You know, whenever I needed a saber, I used Nero. And okay, let me open this. I used Nero, and what I did was like it went on and on for a long time. I got Musashi way late, and not even in the first banner where Musashi was introduced, I got her way later than that. So that's why she was my staple, like, you know, saber. And another saber I kind of used a lot was Suzuka Gozen, who we'll see later on. However, you know, like, her being my first 4-star character, I was very overjoyed. I love Nero. And yeah, and she has some gorgeous costumes. I love her dresses, you know, and she's going to get a few more as well. Like, you know, where's that Olympian gym uniform? Like, I don't like the gym uniform that much, but her Venus silk is just so beautiful. And yeah, there you go. So as you can see, I think I graded her up as well to 90. All right, the next character, Urail. Now Urail is a character whose worth I didn't really understand up until very recently. Like, I've seen people talk about how like, you know, they used Urail to conquer Camelot and everything, and I was like, I don't even remember how I defeated Gawain. I probably used my SQs or my command skills to just revive, you know. So I've seen people talk about that, and I never really understood how strong she is unless and until very recently, where she helped me immensely in one of my battles in Heian Kyo, I think. Yeah. And it was very, like, you know, it was very good, and she helped me immensely, and that's why, as you can see, I have graded her up to level 80. So yeah, and with Castoria, she's way stronger now. Medusa, and as you can see, my Medusa's bond is quite high because, like I said, I've kept using Medusa a lot because she was one of those servants that I knew from the Fate Stay Night franchise, so that's why I used Medusa a lot. And yeah, she's like this high level in the bond. I used her more than Ushiwaka. That was the thing, because I knew Medusa, like, you know, personally from the anime and like visual novel. That is why. So yeah, the next is obviously Kiyohime, and I think she's my first berserker, isn't she? Yep, she's my first berserker. That's why I remember using her quite a lot as well. And however, you know, like, she didn't have that much of an HP and everything, and that's why yeah, I didn't really, you know, like, after I got like a better berserker, I just decided to use the other characters. Alright, my second 4-star character is Elizabeth Bathory. Ironic, because my first character is Nero Claudius, and then comes Elizabeth Bathory. Oh boy. But yeah, she is my first, as you can see, 4-star Lancer, and I use her a lot again. Like, she became like part of my staple team. Like Nero, Elizabeth, and a few others, as far as I can remember. And like, you know, Medusa, as I said, Medusa was also there. So yeah, Elizabeth Bathory, I used her for quite a while, and yeah, she has helped me out in a lot of times. Steno. Now here's the thing, I did not know that Steno was actually, what can I say, like a servant who, like, obviously I was new to the game. I used her because I saw that she's a 4-star character, and I was like, oh yeah, like, I got a 4-star character, nice, let me use her. And I used her because of that, but little by little I realized how her Noble Phantasm is just so bad, and she basically is like offensively one of the worst characters in the game. So yeah, like, I used her for quite a while at the beginning. My 3 4-star characters, Nero, Elizabeth, and Steno, and then I stopped. Okay, yeah, and I stopped as soon as I got Shiki. Shiki came in, you know, Shiki came in the event, and I don't think I knew Shiki at that time. I just knew her by name, and that was it, you know, because way later I watched Kara no Kyokai. And so yeah, I got her, and she was one of the best assassins. She still is one of the best assassins. And like, you know, her death, like, you know, the debuff death that she, like, you know, invokes upon the enemies helped me out a lot of times to, you know, like, defeat stronger, you know, like, stronger monster boss characters. So yeah, Burika came after that, and yeah, I don't think I used her that much. Yeah, like, just I had a better rider with me. Medusa and Ushiwaka. So I just used them. Right, now as you can see, my first 5-star character, Florence Nightingale, she was the character that I got in the American Singularity when it came out. And at this moment I was actually saving for Jolter, because I've heard a lot of people say that, oh, Jolter is, at that time, everyone said Jolter is the best, offensively best, strongest character. And she still is. Offensively, she's really crazy still now. So I was like, all right, Jolter looks really cool. She has the whole Sundar personality, and like it looks like I'll really like her if I get her. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to save everything for Jolter. Avenger character, the second Avenger character in the game coming. The first one was Edmond Dantes. I did not try to get him. So yeah, so I was actually saving for Jolter. That's why when this came, I was like, wait a minute, Florence Nightingale? I know her. Everyone knows Florence Nightingale. So I was like, should I actually try to get her? She's also like a healer. So I just tried a few, I think tickets, like 5 or 10 or 15, something like that. I don't remember the exact amount. But yeah, she just appeared out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, that's good. I got her. And she became my first 5-star character. And yeah, I don't use her nowadays that much. However, I max bonded her and I used her for a long time. Her being my first 5-star character, and automatically she replaced Kiyohime on my roster. So there you go. My first 5-star Berserker. Okay, the next one, Mephistopheles. Everyone has him, and yeah, I max bonded, not max bonded, so I max leveled him up and everything. All right, the next character is Marie Antoinette, and I don't exactly remember when I got her. I think she spooked me in one of the other banners or something. But I got her and I was like, oh, that's nice. My 4-star rider. I think she's my first 4-star rider, is she? Yeah, my first 4-star rider. So there you go. Next, Frankenstein. Now I did know Frankenstein from Apocrypha, so that's why I think that is the reason why I kind of tried to get her, and I actually got her. So yeah, and that was nice. I didn't really use Frankenstein that much because I had Nightingale with me as a Berserker. So yeah. All right, my first character that I actually saved for, Jolter. And as you can see, I don't use her, but I just keep her in my looking at the back lines to increase her bond. That's why her bond is like almost at level 13 now. And I just, I was like, yeah, I'm going to focus on her completely. Like I made up my mind to focus on one character to increase the bond way above 10. So this is the character I decided I would focus on, Jolter. And from that point onwards, after getting the bond increasing, that torch thing that we get, I maxed her bond out and increased her bond, and I'm still ongoing because I'm keeping one character like this. So I'm going to keep increasing the bond up until the end. While all the other characters I just switch in, now and then after each character gets level 10 bond. So she's that character, and honestly speaking, she's really helpful even now as well. A lot of Berserker characters, not only Berserker, rulers. I think rulers. Avengers are over rulers, aren't they? Yeah. A lot of those characters, single target characters, she's extremely helpful. Her Buster attack is crazy, and I feel like she's going to get even more stronger, obviously after Koyanskaya comes in. And yeah, so there you go. She has a nice outfit as well. I just absolutely love her. So there you go. And the funny story with getting these characters, I've said this multiple times, I remember, but the short version is I actually wasn't able to get her at the beginning. I spent like 200 quartz on her. That was the max I could save at that moment. And if you guys remember, previously it was a lot more difficult to save Saint quartz, because nowadays we get so many different things, as if you increase the if you do the interludes, if you do the rank up quest, you're going to get like a good chunk of SQs and all. Previously those were not a thing, so it was kind of difficult to actually save SQs previously, and that is why I saved at least 250 quartz for her, and I was very happy with it. And I spent everything and didn't get her. I was so depressed, so devastated, and I had I don't know, those Saint Quartz fragments. I had worth enough for 3 Saint Quartz, no, 4 Saint Quartz. So only one pull I had worth of, and I don't know what came in my mind. This sounds like a very crazy, a crazy thing that happened. However, it is 100% the truth. I made 1 Saint Quartz out of it and did a single roll, and bam, the Avenger card came up, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I still think, even now, I still think, what would have happened if I stopped and gave up at that moment? If I gave up and I was like, oh, like, my god, like, what can one pull do after I've spent this much? I probably wouldn't have gotten her, and maybe way in the future I would have gotten her, but I'm so glad I did that. And yeah, it's still a crazy, unforgettable memory in my mind. Okay, Hulin, everyone has him, no? All right, Martha, and I don't exactly remember when I got her, but I did get her. So yeah, Billy the Kid. Yeah, another thing I remember, people, like when Billy the Kid came out, I remember people saying how Billy the Kid was extremely good at farming crit stars. I remember that being a thing, and I was like, damn, should I level him up or something? But obviously, like after that, like a lot of better servants came in who can farm crit stars. Okay, Hassan of the 100 Personas. Wait, which event did she come in? Was she in the... She was in the Fate Zero event, wasn't she? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, she was in the Fate Zero event, because the next character is Iris Field. And she's a welfare servant, everyone has her. And yeah, I remember, her skill, her noble phantasm, I think it gives guts to everyone. Yeah. It being such a crazy thing, I was like, damn, guts to everyone, that's crazy. But nowadays, we have a lot better options other than that. Alright, Media. Don't remember exactly when I got her, but yeah, she came. Hassan of the Cursed Arm. Yep. Like all these characters, I never really used them until very recently. I leveled up their bond and everything and their ascension. So yeah. Now, way late in the game, I got my Heracles or Berserker. And yeah, I very recently max level bonded him up. And his CE, his bond CE is crazy helpful, the one that gives you guts is crazy helpful. And he's a strong person, like his buster attacks hit hard. And I should have grailed him up, but I still haven't grailed him up because I'm keeping my grails for a few other servants. But yeah, there you go. He has been extremely helpful. Okay. Jeanne d'Arc, my first ruler servant. And another funny story related to her. I got her from the Sanzang banner. Sanzang banners came in, and I was like, yes, what a great character, I just looked at Sanzang and I was like, damn, I need to get her. I tried, I failed, I got Jeanne d'Arc, and I was like, wait a minute, it's fine, Jeanne d'Arc, like she's a person I know from the Fate Apocrypha. And yeah, I was like, okay, at least I got someone, And wait a minute, is she the first character that spooked me? Just a minute. Yeah, okay, I realized it now. She's the first 5-star character that spooked me on a different banner. Jeanne d'Arc, there you go. And yeah, I got her, and I max leveled her up. I don't really use her that much now, but I can't wait for her character skin to come. That skin that we're going to get, it looks beautiful. Okay, Carmilla. Now, Carmilla is a character that I kind of used a little bit after I got her, because even though Shiki was great for arts assassination, Carmilla was great for Buster assassination, and she's strong. She's really strong. Her noble phantasm does tons of damage, and it also kind of heals her as well. So there you go. And she has a really cool character design and everything. And I was like, yeah, she's quite cool, and I used her a little bit, not that much though. Okay, oh sorry, I just went out. Oh boy. Oh no, not this one, sorry. Spirit Origin list. Yep, where did it go? Yeah, Carmilla. Alright, Hans Christian Andersen, and I don't exactly remember when I got him. Probably in front some friend pool summon or something. Alright, Kentucky Rider, welfare servant, and he still is actually a really good, quick, single target rider, and he's extremely strong. I do have my quick single target rider, which is Maid Alter. However, he also does the job pretty good, and I haven't leveled him up because his skills up, because I don't really use her. As I said, I used to use Maid Alter a lot, and yeah, so there you go. Fuma Kotaro, and yes, I think he was in the Shimosa event, wasn't he? Or was it in some other event? Oh no, I think he was in the Onigashima event. I don't really remember. You know, the one event where Raiko came in? Yeah, he was in that event, because here we go, Mama Raiko. And yes, now after she came, I was like, everyone was really hyped for her, you know, Minamoto no Raiko, Mama Raiko. And everyone was like, yeah, we need to get her. One of the strongest buster, like, you know, AoE berserker at that moment. And I was like, I need to get her. I tried to get her, failed. Final day, no, not final day, I think like almost like 2 or 3 days were left for the event to end. I tried again and I got her. So yeah, there you go. Minamoto no Raiko, I have used her for a long time, and I remember actually stopped using Nightingale for Raiko, because she was like, you know, her buster, like, you know, AoE attack helped a lot to clean up the, like, you know, like the things, and she also had like an evade for herself as well, which kind of helped. So yeah, she was quite good. Now the next character is Tamamo no Mai. As far as I can remember, she spooked me. Yeah, she spooked me, and at that time I remember Tamamo, a lot of people saying like, oh, Tamamo is one of the greatest support servants, and I was so happy that I got her. And yeah, and she really helped me a lot in a lot of times, especially I paired her up. I remember even in the Lost builds, I paired her up with, who did I pair her up with? Wait a minute. Waver? Was it Waver? I think so. I think I paired her up with Waver and Skadi. Yeah, I remember playing. Which one was it? Oh, it was a Woodine fight, I think. I don't remember exactly, but I paired her up with Skadi and Waver. And like, you know, like always, like, you know, all of them had like the arts card. All of them has maximum arts card as far as I know. Yeah, she has, here you go, 3 arts card. So most of, like, you know, even Skadi and like, you know, Waver, they had a good chunk of arts card. So I kept looping all the 3 of their Noble Phantasm little by little, like, you know, chipping away at Woodine's health, I remember. And damn, it was good. Like, you know, like Tamamo decreased the cooldown for the skills and healed up a little bit. Skadi used mass evade, and Waver used, like, you know, stun and the whole defense down thing, and it boosted up our defense, and it was crazy. And you know, like, I remember these 3 completely stalling the whole thing and carrying me throughout that level, and it was really fun. it was tiresome. I was like, I think like I fought for like 45 minutes or something, continuously chipping away at the health little by little. And yeah, so she's really good, you know, like, especially her, the way she decreases the cooldown time for the skills is really helpful. And yeah, she's still one of the best servants. Mordred Rider, the summer event came in, and I was like, yes, time to get some summer servants. And I think Mordred was the first one who I got. I was quite happy because I did not have the original Mordred with me. And then came Tamamo no Mai Lancer. And the funny thing is, I actually did not. I actually had no plans on getting her. You know, I just tried in the like, you know, in the pool, in the summer banner. I kind of tried, and she just arrived, and I was like, that's nice. I have a 5-star Lancer, and from this point onwards, I remember ditching Elizabeth Bathory for my Lancer, like, you know, needs. She was the one. Okay, the next character is Assassin Skahat, and yeah, she's a welfare servant. Everyone has her. So there you go. Nursery, and I don't remember when I got her exactly. I don't really use her that much, probably. Yeah. Tamamo Cat. Again, I don't really remember when I got her. These are the characters I don't really remember when I exactly got them. And okay, then Serenity comes in. Chloe, the Prisma Ilia event starts. Chloe was the strongest archer I had at that moment. You know, she's crazy good, and she's still good. You know, especially with Castoria, she does crazy amounts of damage. And then came Elizabeth Bathory Halloween. I missed her in the previous event because I still did not start the game at that moment, as far as I can remember. So I got her in the rerun. And I didn't really use her that much from that point onwards. I don't know why. Probably because I had Tamamo. I just, for my caster, like, you know, like situations, I used Tamamo, and yeah, didn't really use her that much. Bathory Brave, the next event that came in, and she's a good saber, you know, like I kind of like her. I've used her quite a bit, and she's a good saber. Robin Hood, and yeah, Robin Hood is a crazy good character as a F2P character. Yeah. Arthur Pendragon Santa Altar. Rider, she's a rider. Yeah, she's a rider. So I remember using her a bit because, you know, as a rider, she's quite strong. Her buster, like, you know, AoE Noble Phantasm, and her attacks hit quite hard. So yeah. Rama came in, and wait, I think he spooked me. Yeah, as far as I can remember, he spooked me. I think that's what happened. Yeah, because I don't remember trying to get him in the America event. I think that's the event where he first came, didn't he? The E Pluribus Unum, the America event, the American Singularity. Anyways, Jundi, Jalter, Santa Lily, Welfare Servant, everyone has her. And then, oh, this is the time when I think Camelot started. Yeah, Camelot started here. Obviously, Bedivere we got, and I really did not, like, you know, pull in any of the Camelot banners. I did not pull at all. I didn't even try to get Artoria Pendragon Lancer, because I was actually, I was waiting for Ishtar and Ereshkigal to come. And okay, so, and you know, like Jaguar Warrior, I was so, like, you know, surprised to see, oh, the Babylonia Singularity starts. Yes, Jaguar Warrior. So I was so surprised to see her. I was like, what the hell, what is Taiga Sensei doing here? Yeah, and then it starts. The Babylonian banner starts. I remember people saying that Quetzalcoatl is really good rider, you know, a buster rider, single target. And I decided to get her, and yeah, she did help me out a lot from that point onwards. My first 5-star rider, isn't she? Yeah, my first 5-star rider. She was extremely strong, you know, like her Noble Phantasm was good. She hit hard. She actually hits quite hard. And like, you know, her Noble Phantasm is a bit lackluster as far as I know. You know, I've used her a lot, and I don't really see her Noble Phantasm doing much damage. However, her normal attacks hit crazy hard. And yeah, she's really good. I really like, you know, liked using her. And then bam, comes in Astolfo from out of nowhere. I don't remember where he came from. I did not try to get him, you know, or like pull in his banner. However, he just appeared, and I was like, all right, must be fate. Must be fate, yeah. So there you go. And as you can see, this time I actually tried to get Ishtar and Ishkil. I got none of them. I was so sad. I was like, what the hell? Like, you know, I love Rin so much, and none of them came to me. But not to worry, this has a happy ending. Artoria Pendragon Altar. I think I got her in a ticket. You know those SR tickets? I think, did I actually? Yeah. I don't really remember, but I think, I'm not really sure. My memory is failing me here. I don't really remember. It's either a ticket or she spooked me. Okay, Oda Nobunaga comes in, and the Guda Guda event starts, you know, and yeah, Welfare Servant. Thomas Edison, I don't really remember when I got him. I think he spooked me. Chacha comes in, and I think this is the second Guda Guda event. Yeah. Oh, Oda Nobunaga, I got her in a rerun event, I remember. Because the first Guda Guda came before I started the game, I think, as far as I remember. Yeah, I think so. That's why, you know, like, Nobunaga and Chacha are so close together. Because I got her in a rerun, and then I got Chacha. Let me see the time. 2019 3/12, 2019 4th. Yeah, I got Nobunaga in a rerun event. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Hector. and Suzuka Gozen comes. In comes Suzuka Gozen, and what can I say? He became my second saber that I used. Nero was, I've still been using Nero, as you can see. I'm still using Nero because I don't have a good saber, 5-star saber. So she came in, she really kind of helped me out a little bit, as an AoE buster saber, as far as I remember. She's a buster, yeah. And she helped me out. I used her quite a bit. However, her attacks were not that strong. It's okay, it's fine, but not that much. Nero was like my staple saber because Nero's gut skill saved me in a lot of times. Alright, and then comes Passion Lip. I think the Seraph event starts, Passion Lip comes in, and I actually tried to get her, I think, because she was an alter ego. Yeah, I just tried, and I did not get Melt Release at that moment. She's the only one who came and answered my calls. It was fine, I wanted Melt Release because of her Sundar personality. However, Passion Lip was the one who appeared, and I was like, alright, it's okay, no problem. And yeah, BB comes in, the first Moon Cancer welfare servant. She still helps out a lot, a really good servant. Alright, Lancelot. And as you can see, I don't use him. I really don't use him. I know he's quite good as a single target saber, arch saber, but I have so many other single targets arch saber. You'll see them later on. And so that's why I didn't really need to use him that much. And I still haven't increased his bond. I'm on the process of doing so. I'm increasing all the bonds so that I can go to the interludes. So there you go. And as you can see, Sanzang spooks me here. And like I said, in Sanzang's banner, Jundi Art spooked me. In some other banners, Sanzang spooked me. And I got Sanzang. I'm very happy. And not only once did she spook me, she spooked me 2 times, as you can see. Later on, some way in the future, she spooked me again, as far as I remember. So there you go. I got her. I was happy. I was like, yes, I wanted her before. I didn't get her that time. So yeah. Paul Bunyan comes in. And yeah, I don't really use her that much. But yeah. And Sherazade. And this was the time when Agatha was coming, I think. Yeah, Agatha. And Sherazade, I don't know why I tried to get her. But I tried in her banner and she actually appeared. Because I don't remember being like, oh, I need to save for Sherazade or something. Oh, I remember why I tried to get her. Because I knew the character. I've heard Shehrazade's stories before as well. And I've heard, I think my mom used to tell me stories of, I did not know the name at that moment. I remember my mom used to tell me stories of a lady, of a queen who used to say multiple stories every night to prolong her life. Every night she would tell a story. The king would be the king would go to sleep then, and one day extra she would get to live, and that type of a story. I remember my mom used to tell me when I was a child, and that's why when I realized that, oh, that character is actually Sherazade, that probably made me interested in trying to pull for her. And I pulled for her and I got her. And yeah, there you go. And later on I realized people usually don't use her that much, at least at that moment when Castoria was not there. And but nowadays a lot of people use Sherazade, because Castoria helps her out a lot. Fionn, I don't use him that much. But nowadays with Castoria being here, he's quite good. Nero Claudius Castor, the summer event again, the second summer event, I think, yes. And yes, Nero was coming. I was like, I definitely need to get her. Tried and I got Nero. And this summer event was my best summer event as far as I can remember. One of my best summer events, because not only did I get Nero, obviously Ishtar came in as a welfare servant. I was very happy. I was like, all right, at least I have a welfare version of Ishtar, even though I don't have her archer version. And then I was like, oh, Minamoto no Raiko Lancer. And a lot of people said at that moment that Minamoto no Raiko Lancer is crazy good, her buster. And she's still good, her buster, single target Noble Phantasm is really good. So I was like, yeah, let me try and get her. I got her. And not only did I get her, I think in the same banner was Helena Blavatsky. Archer got her as well. And also got Artoria Pendragon Rider. So this whole banner I completely wiped clean. And so that's why I said one of my best summer banners, my summer pullings. And perfectly done. Most of the characters I got. And there you go. As you can see, I started using her as a single target quick user. And Nitrocris, I remember I did not have Nitrocris. I used an SR ticket to get her. There was an SR ticket being issued at this moment, I think, and that's how I used her. And I used to get her. Parvati. Now Parvati comes in, and obviously me being an Indian, I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to get her. I tried used a few summon tickets, and she actually appeared in a few summon tickets, and I was very happy. I was like, nice. So there you go. Wait, which event did she exactly come in? I don't remember. Which event did she come in? Wait a minute. Agartha summer event. I don't remember. Before Halloween. Wait, which time? October. October. What event was in October? 2019. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, I got her. And then Tomoe Gozen comes in, and I was like, alright, you know what? I do have Ilya Kuroi with me. However, I need an archer. And the funny thing is, I need another 4-star archer. Like, Ishtar comes just after this, as far as I can remember. So I got Tomoe Gozen. I was like, yes, I have a 4-star archer. Like a 4-star Buster Archer. And I liked her design as well. That's why I was quite happy. And then I think the Halloween event got Mikaeli. Vlad came in, I don't know when, I don't remember, I haven't even bonded him up. But then comes in Ishtar at November. And yeah, as you can see, my absolute favorite character, obviously a Rin face. And I just love her so much. And yeah, I still use her. I still really use her, you know, like I don't really... Yeah, like there's not much uses that I need nowadays, because I just use Musashi Berserker and Castoria to just do everything nowadays. However, sometimes when I need her, and she hits hard, you know, even though her Noble Phantasm is not that, like, you know, strong, you know, like Gilgamesh's Noble Phantasm is way stronger than Ishtar's. However, her hits, her normal attacks are actually very strong. Like I've done like 50k damage just using her normal attacks, and it's crazy. So, okay. Next comes the Queen of Sheba, and yeah, I don't really remember when I got her. She just came. Oh, this is the Shimosa event. Yeah, I remember now. Hozo in Inshun, Beowulf, and as you know that I recently got 4 copies of Beowulf, and I've NP5'd him. Crazy. That's why I'm trying to, like, you know, level him up now. Level his skills up as well. Kind of. I will level his skill up later on. Alright, Gilgamesh Caster, and yeah, I did not get him in the Babylonia event, but later on he came. So there you go. Altera, Santa, yeah, and then comes Ereshkigal, 1 month late, but yeah, she did indeed come, and I was like, yes, I have both Rin faces, you know, 3 Rin faces. I have Ishtar Rider as well, so I was like, yeah, perfect, this is so good. And from this point onwards, I started like, you know, substituting all my Lancer characters for Ereshkigal. I did not use like, you know, what's her name? Tamamo Lancer. From this point onwards, I started using Ereshkigal. And as you can see, as a token of my appreciation, I've max bonded her kind of. And yeah. Alright, Alexander, Medusa Gorgon, and not Medusa Gorgon, sorry, Gorgon Avenger, yeah. And yeah, I think, oh, I got her with a SR ticket. An SR ticket was being issued. I got her from that. And as you can see, Chevalier Dion, the one character I burned before, he spooked me, and I was like, alright, that's nice. And Penthesilea, yeah, I got her. Blackbeard, wait, I got Blackbeard, yeah, I got Blackbeard way late. What the hell? Wait, did I not get Blackbeard up until this time? What? Wait, is he like a servant that came later on or something? Why did I get him this late in the game? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, like Eric Bloodaxe. Are these characters that came later on? I don't really remember, because otherwise why did I get them this late in the game? It must be. They're characters who came later on, didn't they? anyways, Artoria Pendragon Lily. I remember them giving her out as a I think like another event thing, a rerun of the event. I think the first Saber Wars, and I was not there at the time when the Saber Wars came out, so I had to get her in the rerun. Alright. Yang King, I don't know if you pronounce his name like that. And a Visibron. And oh yeah, that Apocrypha event Zeke I got. He's quite like, helpful now with Castoria, but I usually didn't use him that much. Arash? Yeah, it must be. These are the characters who were later introduced, weren't they? Otherwise, why are they coming in this late? It's been a while I've played, like all these characters I got so long ago. I don't exactly remember when they were introduced. Yeah, it must be. These characters were introduced later on. Caligula, Amadeus Mozart, and Octasoji Altar. Now, Octasoji Altar's banner, I did not have any plans on rolling. I kind of used a few, I think, Saint Quartz just to see if something happens, and something did happen. I got her. So my first Alter Ego Servant. And yeah, the Guda Guda event was ongoing. Sakamoto Ryoma comes in, and Akaius, I think he spooked me as far as I can remember. And Tota, yeah. Wu Zetian, yeah, I don't really remember. And here you go, Skadi. Now Skadi, obviously everyone was saving for Skadi. I was saving for Skadi. And yeah, this is Lost Belt 2, during the time of Lost Belt 2. And yeah, she came in and changed the game completely. And yeah, she's been so helpful from that point onwards. Jundi Arc, Jalter Berserker. My first foreigner servant, I actually tried before to get Abigail, however did not get her. So my first Mysterious Heroine XX, my first foreigner servant, 4-star. And then comes in Ryofu. And the summer event starts, Mep Saber, I get her. And I remember this this summer event not being that good, because I did not really summon that much. Oh, she came in the summer event. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. So I remember trying to get BB summer, however I wasn't able to get her. The only characters I was able to get was Mysterious Heroine XX and Mep Summer. So these two are the only ones I got. So a bad summer event. I did not have that much luck there. And I remember at this moment I actually started doing YouTube. Like I did not, wait, what is 2020? Yes. I actually had started doing YouTube here. However, I did not start recording my FGO gameplay or anything like that. I was doing YouTube, however, not these, not FGO. Yeah, I remember, because I remember one day being like one day I remember trying to record my video, and I was not really that much into recording the video because I actually did not get Summer BB. I was depressed because of that. So I did not have that much enthusiasm or something. So I remember that clearly, that's why. Charles Babbage, yeah, these characters have come later on, haven't they? Either that, oh no. I realized what actually happened. I'm pretty sure they came later previously, but I actually burned most of them. However, these are F2B characters, so they kept on coming. So when I actually decided to level them up, it was way late in the game, and that is why these characters are dated this late. Yeah, that's what's happened, I'm pretty sure now. I got these characters way before this. However, I never really leveled them up and burned them, most of them. But then I realized that, you know what, let me just lock them and just level them up eventually. And that's when, okay, that's why. Alright. It's because of that. There you go. Otherwise, yeah, obviously, Darius, these are characters which came way before. Yeah, obviously, they're not characters which came this late in the game. No, Julius Caesar, yep, came way before. So I burned them. The original ones, I burned them. And then I was like, alright, you know what, I should just lock one of them and level them up. And these are the timings when I decided to lock them. And this is the reason why I've actually lost a lot of servants who I never really realized that I would never be able to get. For example, Crew Caster. You can see I don't have Kucaster in my account. I burned him. Like, because he was like a lower rarity servant, I thought you could get him anytime. So I just burned him. And now I realize that I won't be able to get him. Obviously, in the Lost Will 6 banner, I can get him. I'll be trying there. So that's one character. Another character I just burned down is what's his name? Gilderais, the caster version. You cannot find him here. So yeah. Henry, Jekyll, and Hyde. Diarmid. Okay. Yeah, I decided to just lock in the servants this point onwards. Paracelsus. As you can see, all the 3-star servants. Okay, I'm not going to be opening them individually because you can probably realize what happened here. The sudden increase in F2P characters here. I decided to lock every one of them. This late in the game. And that's what happened here exactly. Up until here. And here we can see. Again, I got Mika Elichan Mark II. The other one in the rerun. Okay, now Mochizuke Chiyome. Was she in she was in the Shimosa event, wasn't she? I think so. Yeah. Ibaraki Doji, she also came in, and Jack the Ripper spooked me. And I was so happy because Jack the Ripper is still one of the best assassin characters, 5-star assassins. And her crit gathering capabilities are crazy. She then comes in, caster. I was happy because I didn't have her assassin version, but at least I got her welfare version. And Artoria Pendragon Altar, I got her in a ticket, SR ticket. SR ticket was being issued. And Angra Mayu, the first time I got him, he's a very slippery character. Doesn't really come to you that quickly. However, I was finally able to get him. Fergus. Okay, yeah, I remember locking him up now. Finally, my first 5-star character, Miyamoto Musashi. And as you can probably gather, I did not get her on the initial banner that she came. She came in a New Year banner as far as I can remember. I wasn't able to get her then. However, I got her later on in another event. Don't exactly remember when, but I remember getting her. Yeah, I remember getting her using. No, I used a few summon tickets and I wasn't able to get her. Then I used 30 pool and I got her. 30 pool, I mean I have 30 SQ pool, not 30 pool. 30 SQ pool, that is 10 pool. Yeah, I was able to get her then. And she's extremely strong saber, she's really good. And yeah, so as you can see, I've grailed her up and everything. I'm so glad I got her because of what happens after that, her whole Spirit Origin data gets deleted. Quetzalcoatl Santa, welfare servant, obviously. What is going on here? And yes, Kama was another character I was very much waiting for. And I remember at this moment I was like, should I start doing FGO stuff on YouTube as well? And from this point onwards, I little by little start doing my FGO stuff. And yeah, Kama, obviously Oku event, she comes in and I was like, yeah, I definitely need her. Still one of the strongest assassin characters, and she's crazy good. Gil, a child version, and Astrea. And okay, this is the El Meloy event, I think. Yes, great. And I remember doing the first summoning video on YouTube where I tried to get Astrea because I was a huge Luvia fan. And I was like, yeah, I let me make a video on it. And yeah, I did it. And from that is the point onwards, from there, I started doing FGO YouTube. I did my reaction stuff and everything. And I'm still ongoing. So yeah, Gray comes in, welfare servant. And okay, the El Meloy's case file was the first one that I did my gameplay on YouTube. I remember a few of those, a few of the videos had to be deleted because of Yuki Kajiura's songs being copyrighted and like completely blocking the videos. I had to delete a few of the videos from there. If you go back, you can probably not find a few of them because of that. The El Meloy case files. William Tell, and as you can say, Lost Well 4 has started. And yeah, obviously I've started doing YouTube from this point onwards, my FGO YouTube. I started doing the gameplay for Lost Well 4 as an Indian person. I started the Indian Lost Belt, like like kind of like recorded my playing my gameplay and everything. It went extremely well. And Lakshmi Bai, obviously being a character from India, I was like, yes, I definitely need to get her, and yeah, I got her. And she's the only character I tried to get, because I remember saving for someone else. I thought if I would try to get Ganesha or something, but then I decided to go against it, because Ganesha might be spooking me anytime soon. She's like in the main pool, but unfortunately she still hasn't spooked me, but yeah, anyways. Morinaga Yoshi, yeah. Okay. So the event has, Lost Belt has ended, Lost Belt 4 has ended. And Oda Nobunaga Berserker. Yes, I remember getting all these characters in the Mao Nobu banner. Yup. Valkyrie, I got Valkyrie as well. Valkyrie and Parvati being one of the greatest lancer at that moment because of Skadi. The looping, the Skadi looping with Valkyrie and Parvati was crazy good. And in comes Mao Nobunaga. And I was like, yes, like, I definitely need her. She's so cool. She looks so cool and everything, and I love her whole thing. So yeah, I got her, my second Avenger, 5-star Avenger. And then Nagao Kagetora comes in as a welfare servant. And then a few new characters got included in the F2P pool, which are Salome, Charlotte Corday, Paris. Okay, as you can see, Charlotte Corday, I grailed her up after playing Lost Bell 5 Atlantis. Jason, all these characters starts coming in. Shengon. Why is it taking so strong time to load? Bartholomew Roberts, like all of them were included. Garrett. Yeah, now at this moment, obviously I did not know the story with all these characters. I did not know who Corday was, neither Paris. I didn't know who Jason was, Bartholomew Roberts, and I knew none of them. And later on we get to know, in the Lost Bells, we get to know more of them. The summer event comes in, I think I remember this being another successful summer banner. I was actually trying to get Kamina Rider because I loved her design so much. I just loved her design. And it's so, I don't know what to say, exotic and really cool. It's just like, that was all the reason why I got her. And Osakabe Hime Archer, I got Osakabe Hime for the first time. Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, a successful run. I actually wasn't planning on getting her because of some other characters, because I remember a few people from YouTube told me, in my comment section, they were like, you should definitely try to get Miyamoto Musashi Berserker if you plan on getting Castoria. And I was like, yeah, I plan on getting Castoria in the next year, so let me try. And I tried to get her, I got her, and I'm so glad I got her because, like I said, Miyamoto Musashi is everything to me now. Like every node I do, I use double Castoria and Miyamoto Musashi. It saves so much time. Like, the whole farming thing is just as smooth as, like just as smooth as butter, like because of these characters, Musashi and her. And I'm pretty sure next year Morgan will be replacing Musashi. So before that, obviously she'll be level 10, her bond and everything. And I'm also very glad I got her before her whole Spirit Origin data got deleted. I am so glad I took the opportunity to get her. Okay, Katsuka Hokusai Saber, yeah, one of the greatest single target Saber welfare servants. And Gilder Race, I decided to finally lock him and level him up. Okta Soji Assassin, yeah, I think I tried to get Melt, Melt Lancer here, however I did not get her, so I get her instead. Got Okta instead, and I was very happy with it. I was like, yeah, it's fine, like. So, okay, Hestan Lobo decides to spook me. not once. I remember him spooking me again later on. Yep, level 2. So there you go. And yes, Space Ishtar, the Saber Wars event was ongoing, and obviously being a Rin fanboy, I was like, yeah, I definitely need her. And she's also a really good servant to be paired up with almost anyone, if you think about it. You know, because her Noble Phantasm can be changed, you can pair her up with Skadi. I remember pairing her up with double Skadi. She worked very well. I remember pairing her up with double Castoria as well. She worked very well with her as well. And I also think if I, later on when Koyanska is going to come, if I pair her up with Koyanska, she's also going to do very well. So she's like a very versatile servant. And yeah. Calamity Jane, obviously in the same banner she was, I got her. Karna spooks me here. And I remember Karna spooking me in this Skahad banner. I was so, I don't know, conflicted. I loved Karna, however, I did not want him to spook me in a Skahad banner. Skahat is a Lancer. As soon as I saw that golden Lancer ticket, I was like, yes, I finally got Skahat, and then in comes this guy. And I'm like, what? It was... However, I did get Skahat later on, so I'm very glad that he spooked me at that time. And yeah, so that's the thing. And he's a really strong character, you know. Like he's very strong. He's like a AoE, Lancer and AoE Buster Lancer. And yeah, he has a very cool skin. Her character skin is really cool. I love it. And yeah, so there you go. I got Karna. And it's so funny because, yeah, I remember, oh my god, Karna spooking me, and I'm like, what the hell, where's my Skahat? Why is he here? Okay, and then, yeah, Medusa Lily comes in as well. David, I finally decided to lock these characters now, David and Romulus. Mandicardo comes in. And the Christmas, Florence Nightingale. Okay, is this happening? No, this is still 2021 ongoing. Okay. And my first GSSR. I was finally able to buy Saint Quartz. Obviously, because I'm from India, it's way more trouble to get Saint Quartz here. And because apparently this app, FGO, doesn't accept Google Play currency, I think. And obviously, since and our local way of buying stuff online is also not available. It's really difficult to get Saint Quartz here. And I was finally able to get my hands on a credit card, and credit cards are the only things that work as far as I know. And yeah, there you go. And I was finally able to do the first GSSR. I was actually praying for any of the foreigners, so I got her. I was very happy. I was like, yes, I got Kastika Hokusai. I finally have 5-star foreigner. And then in comes Meltrilis. And I'm like, damn, 2 characters in one banner in the GSSR. I was extremely happy. And as I can remember my luck starting to change from this point onwards, being extremely lucky. 2022 comes in with a barrage of servants. From this point onwards, 2022 starts. The first character I got is Kahat, because I tried in a few summon tickets I tried, and I was easily able to get her. And I remember the only reason why I got her is because of her costume that we're going to get later on. I got her, and then in another one of my summoning session, Zhang Yu hooks me. Then comes the Lost Bell 5 Olympus banner. I didn't spend after that, kind of saved a little bit because of a lot of other good characters are going to come. Canis comes in, and I just tried to get Canis because I loved Canis herself as a character, and I got her. And I was content with that. I did not try to get Dioscuri or any of the other characters. And from the SSR ticket, I was able to finally get my waiver. And waiver has helped a lot from that point onwards. And then comes the Requiem event. I did not try to get Voyager though, but however, I tried to get Chizio Koyo, and she kept spooking me. I remember she's not spooking, sorry, she kept coming to me, and I remember getting her like 4 times or something. Yeah, 4 times. And Eris comes in. Yep. Atlante spooks me. I was glad because I finally have her. She pairs very well with Skadi. And then comes in Castoria. And I was, as you can see, the first part of 2022, I didn't really spend much because I was saving for Castoria. I had 1900 quartz, I remember, just for Castoria, just in case. The pity system was not a thing at that time, that is why. And I remember saving everything and just getting her in 200 quartz or something. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I have so many quartz to actually try to get a lot of other characters from the future. And there you go. And then comes the second GSSR banner. I was trying to get Orion, Super Orion, or Romulus. However, she comes in and I really did not know that much how good she is. However, little by little, I started to realize what type of a character she is and how she really pairs good with Castoria. And she's been my absolute favorite from that point onwards. I have like, you know, leveled up all her skills and everything. And she's really good. As a foreigner, she is crazy good. And yeah, I love her now. And yeah, then comes the summer banner, I think, yeah. Brunhild comes in. I think Diarmuid spooks me, yeah. Like I said, my luck has been crazy in 2022. Anastasia spooks me. I always wanted her and I finally got her. I was happy about that. Iliasville comes in the next summer, like, you know, like a banner that was there. And in comes Sesho and Kiara, another character I really wanted, and I got her fairly easy. And I was very happy. My first 5-star Moon Cancer. The welfare servant, Yume Ren, and Murasaki Shikibu. Abigail Williams Summer came to me 4 times, back to back. You can probably, it's still on YouTube, you can see the summoning video. Back to back 4 times he came, and I was baffled. This never happened. Like I said, this summer event was the best summer event. I got every character as far as I can remember. Tomoe Goes and Saber. So this summer event was an absolute crazy roller coaster. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 characters. If I exclude the welfare 7 characters I got in total. You know, 1, 2, 3 characters being 5-star characters, and I'm getting Summer Abbey 4 times, multiple copies. Prince of Lanling decides to come, you know, and it spooks me. And next comes in Nezha. So these 2 characters comes back to back. And wait a minute, which time was this? Okay, this time, okay. Alright, now I actually did not want, like, you know, had any plans to get like, you know, Himiko, but after seeing how good she is, and I really liked her, like, you know, character as well, I decided to take a chance, and I got Saito Hajime and Himiko, both of them, without spending much. Again, my luck was still good at this moment, and my luck starts getting bad a little bit later. And yeah, so from that point onwards, I was like, alright, I'm not going to spend anything. I also had not planned on spending anything on Van Gogh. I planned on spending everything on Vritra. So what happens is, obviously Nobukatsu comes in. I got Nobukatsu, multiple copies of him. Cersei decides to spook me. I was glad because I didn't have her. And Jin Yang Yu, I think that's how her name is pronounced. She also spooked, like, came to me. And then Van Gogh. Now, like I said, I had no plans on getting Van Gogh. I actually decided to, had decided to use everything, a lot of squads on Vritra because I liked her so much. But then comes the event, and I really loved Van Gogh as a character. Not only that, she was extremely, has a really unique way of playstyle, and I loved that. So I was like, alright, like, you know, like I won't be spending much on Vritra or Ibuki because I thought I'm going to do that. But Ibuki is going to come in a later future, like, you know, GSSR banner. I'll try there. If I don't get her, I don't get her. It'll be fine. However, I definitely need Van Gogh. And I'm so glad I made that decision because Van Gogh is extremely helpful. She's crazy good. And she has a very unique gameplay style. I just love using her in battles. And this was like a very costly investment. This was the first character that I got using the maximum amount of Saint costs, 550 Saint costs, you know, the most expensive servant I've gotten, but I'm not really regretting it. Like both the characters that I used a lot of SQs on, the first character being Van Gogh, 550 SQs, the second character being Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, I think it was like 500 SQs maximum. So these are the two characters that I spent a lot on. However, I'm so glad that I did that, because these two are really good. Miyamoto Musashi, as I said, Berserker, I use her everywhere, every node, everything, I just use her. And Van Gogh, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a blast, like, you know, with her gameplay style. So there you go. And yeah, like I said, my luck starts getting bad from here. You know, it took me so long to get Van Gogh. And not only that, after that I wasn't able to get Vritra. As you can see, I was able to get Media Lily multiple times. I tried like, you know, 3 times I got her. I tried to get her get Ibuki, you know, did some single rolls, and I got her like one after the other, like 3 times, 4 times I got her one after the other. Like I don't know why, but she decided to just appear. And then obviously the recent banner is Martha. I got her in the live stream that I did. Didn't get Vritra though, but did get Martha. So there you go. That is it. That is the end of this year. And yeah, as you can see, wait a minute. I've again a good set of SQs, like, you know, saved. We're probably going to get a little bit more SQs in the Christmas and New Year's, so I'll at least have like 1200 SQs by that time. So I'm planning on at least spending 210 SQs on Muramasa. If I don't get him, I don't get him, and I'll be giving up this time, because I'm not really sure how my luck will be. I really hope I get him. However, if it's a disaster like the Vritra banner or the Van Gogh banner, then I will be giving up, because I want to keep at least a good chunk of SQs for what's her name, Morgan. Yeah, for Morgan and the Lost Bell 6 banner. But either way, that is it. That became a long video, and yeah, I'll be timestamping this, you know, like for all the people who only want to see my 2022, you know, like part, I'll timestamp it for you guys. And yeah, so there you go. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction, not reaction, sorry, this was my me showing my account to all of you guys. And yeah, 2022 has been a crazy ride. As you saw, I got so many characters in 2022. And wait, how many characters did I get? 5-star characters in 2022? Oh god. Let me just count. 2022 started with Kahat, 1, 2. I'm not including waiver because he was given to us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm including Yang Guifei because we did technically spend money on her, so I'm going to include her. Wait, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm including all the 4 copies of Abigail, because technically those are 5-star characters. So 10. Okay, 6 or 10, you know, 7, 8, 9. No, 7 or 10. Oh my god, I'm mixing up. Let me use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Okay, let me just count 7 for now. I'll include them later. 7, 8, 9. 9 5-star characters. If I include the multiple copies of Abigail, then it will be 10, 11, 12 5-stars, which is crazy. 1 5-star every month, that type of thing in average. So yeah, I hope my luck kind of comes back in 2023 as well. because so many great characters coming in. Muramasa, then Lost Bell 6, Summer Event, Koyanskaya, and a lot more. So yeah, let's see how it goes, and I hope everything goes well. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know which characters you got this year and if you were happy about them, or if some characters you weren't able to get and you will be trying later on, or you have decided to give up for now. Anything you want to talk about, and yeah, let me know and I'll check them out. How your experience has been on FGO this year. Like I said, my experience was really good. I was extremely lucky, like probably the luckiest ever that I've played the game. This year was my luckiest, and I do hope 2023 brings in a good amount of luck to us all and help us out in our future banners. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Fate Grand Order video that I make. I'm waiting for Lost Bell 7, that whatever is going to come out, let's see what comes out. If something comes out which can be reacted to, I'll probably react to them. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.